Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, B Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. Well, I do what I do for you. I got a nice little concept that I've been sitting around thinking about. I keep saying ignorant, calling people ignorant, saying, and no, let me just break it down a little simpler for you. We are spirit beings having a human experience. We don't know we're spiritual beings. We believe we're human beings. So let me break that down, clarify for you. Hope like this could be a good lesson. I want to have fun with this one. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule led by storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you a life lesson. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. If you pay attention, it's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right thinkers know thyself, and to might be true. Again, right thinkers, let's talk about this is my concept from my observation. Again, ain't nobody something to know. This is just mine off the dome. Again, I'm personally do this. All right. So I take the time to put this together. I'm gonna have some fun. All right. But we are spirit beings having believing we are human beings. But the concept is we're spiritual beings having human experience. What? To learn life lesson. This is the realm of what? Knowledge, education. This is school for the physical body is the tool or the vehicle we need to learn lessons in this realm. Simple as that. Moving on. Hope you got the concept. I'm gonna wait past that. Let's get with the lesson. All right. To know thyself, you know who thy is? If not, God. That means what? That you know your spiritual being. To believe or to not know thyself, you think you're human. You believe you're human being. Having, just this is my life. I got one shot at all that nonsense. Okay, that's ignorant. And that's also ego driven. Why? Because you don't know no better. The ego is not God. It believes it is. And when you believe in God, that's what you're doing. Believe in yourself. That's egoism at its best. Self knowledge gives you spiritual truths that's been laid down that you can practice and live by and manifest self-mastery when before you die. Why? Because after you die, you got a thing called judgment of how you lived your life. Whatever you want to call it, however you want to deem it, but there's a responsibility for them in life. And the goal is to what? Know thyself. That's what I'm trying to help you with. So let's go. Your ego will have you believing I'm just a human being. And they'll come and look at, I'm just a bill up on capital here. I'm just a human being in the world. Just come here and just messing around and just have some fun. Accumulate some stuff, make a bunch of noise, make a bunch of money, whatever, have pleasures, whatever. All ignorant. That means you don't know, but you're here. And without knowledge, you're going to continue to what? Reincarnate. That's what that's about. That means you're not learning a life lesson. How about that? I'm a teacher of life lessons. So if you can enlighten. If you can, okay, if you're unenlightened, I guess what the hell, no, that ain't work. If you're unenlightened, that means you don't know. That means the lights, you're in the dark pretty much. It's called ignorant, you don't know. If you're unenlightened, that means you're not conscious of who you are, okay? You don't know you, and you sure don't know God. And if you start believing in God because what somebody tell you a fairy tale and you believe it without having knowledge of, you still ain't got it. Okay, that's why you're going to reincarnate again. But I believe in God. I believe. No, how you living? You worship God by living right. Oh, you didn't know that part? Okay, that's the work you got to put in that God recognizes. All this jibber jabber don't mean nothing. All that dressed up, go to church don't mean jack. Okay, perpetrating for it won't get you there. Live it. I'm living what I believe. I got Christian people who follow what they believe to the letter. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Much respect. Anybody else who does that, moving on. But the concept is it's personal, it's individual. If you don't know you, not what's this? Not to know who you are. What that means? Scooby Doo. You gonna have a problem. That means you're ignorant of what yourself, and you have no what they call self knowledge. Lack of knowledge is what's going to destroy the people. And that's been that way since then. Why? Without knowledge, you can't do pretty much. Okay, with knowledge, I can do all things. I like to put Christ there. I take knowledge every day. Christ had it too. I know a lot of ignorant family and friends, even enemies. Okay, but who don't know themselves? Those are just the people that I know. I see it every day. I see it all the time. Jesus Christ, it drives me crazy. But I'm just speaking from the people who I personally know and who I interact with. It's just so sad. Okay, but I still love them. I got see what and who you are. Don't change how I feel about you. I can love you, but I can't stop or change nothing you do with your life if you ain't listening and pay attention to me. So that's not my problem. Still love you. All right. I see ignorance daily. Okay? But most of them are, I hate the ignorant religious people. They claiming to believe in God, but they do some of the devilish stuff, and I can't understand that part. That's the part that drives me crazy. Come on, man, stop that. Moving on. I have spiritually ignorant family and friend members who I can't help. I ain't trying to. Why? That ship sailed a long time ago. That's why. A wise man, again, know who you can't help. If a man is struggling and he don't need your help, let him struggle. He don't need my help, obviously. But if a man is struggling and he asks for help, those are the ones I go help. Why? Those are the ones who need to ask for my help. I asked my son, hey, last time I gave you some advice, he said, last time I asked. Perfect answer. All right. If you don't ask, you won't receive. It's part of y'all things from the Bible. I ain't a Bible quoter, but some of the stuff y'all say, I agree with. I understand. Y'all just ain't doing it. That's what I don't give a damn what that book say. I don't follow it. That's y'all thing. And y'all don't follow stuff it say. I can't respect that. That's like me not following my thinking philosophy. Why would I profess it if I ain't gonna follow it, if I ain't gonna live by it? Moving on. All right, but this is again, we human people. We're spiritual, but we don't know that, so we think we're humans. Okay, human people are ignorant, human prone to error. Well, one excuse you'll never hear me. I'm only human. I'm more than human, so I would never use that as an excuse. So that's a cop out. That's the ultimate cop out. I'm only human. So that means I'm gonna do something stupid. If a person is full of belief, and if it's wrong, that they don't care. Cause they believe it. They don't care if it's right or wrong. Once you believe it, that takes everything off the table. That's the problem. And when your belief is stuck in a lie, that's the worst place to be. That's like being in limbo. Why? You ain't got nothing, but you believe you do. Oh man, that's the worst. And a lot of ignorant people fall for the belief system. Okay? When you do that, that's the air quotes, the belief system. The BS. To be more, you see what I'm going with this? Rather than what? The truth. If you've been fed the truth and you done got comfortable with it, it's good and okay. When you've been fed a lie and you're eating a lie, you loving it because okay, hey, it's a lie. I'm just going. When the truth come along, You ain't gonna like it. Why? You used to the lie. And the worst in reverse. If we teach our young the truth, we feed them the truth early, we give it to them early, when the lie coming on, man, get up out of here. That's like the cat and the snake and the serpent and the snake. The cat don't give a crap about the snake. Why? His reflexes way faster than the snake. So every time the snake gets, he smack the shit out of him. That's what your knowledge and understanding would do for your ignorance or that negative aspect. Smack the hell out of it before it gets started. Conceptually, that's a perfect analogy. That's what they use the animal's gift to show you. The Egyptians were perfect with that. Esoteric teaching ain't for the general public. That I'm fully aware of it. I don't like it, but as a teacher, yeah, y'all, everybody ain't ready for this, so I ain't beat for it. Well, I forgot my damn praise God. Oh, I know a lot of ignorant people. All right, watch this. So when the truth come along, my man Ray Hagen told a good story about the tribe of people who thought God was in the water. A man, scientist come along to the tribe. He gets his microscope, show her the water underneath, show them all the germs, all the bacteria in the water. They said, my man, step out for a minute. They got together. They said, listen, he gonna mess our thing up with this thing. We got to get rid of him. All right, come back in here. They beat the crap out of him, built the machine, and went back to believing God was in the water. So the lie continues. Sound familiar? Some stories don't get to be old if they ain't right or true. If you're just a believer in God, and you just believe in, you're a human being. Human beings believe. Spiritual beings, no. I'm not a believer in God. I'm a knower. I ain't never said I believe in God when I was ignorant. I believe in God. I just went to the floor. Everybody said, yeah, I believe in God. You believe you God only? Yeah, never. Yeah, I can say that now. But that didn't do nothing for me. And if you believe in God, you're a human being, then fear runs you. What's fear? False evidence appearing real. And the Bible is a book to try to get you what? To conquer your fears about certain things in life. There's stories, allegorical stories, mythological stories to help you along that path. Okay? Y'all think it really happened. Believe the people. If ain't a grave for nobody in the damn Bible, what they tell you? And y'all gonna fight tooth and nail to make every reason in the world except say, yeah, okay, they didn't exist. Duh. That's called denial, and we ain't got to be in Egypt for that. And fear is for all human beings. Why? They fear death, because for them, death is the end. That's why. And you're ignorant, you're going to die. Whether you're enlightened or not, you're still going to die physically. But if you're human and ignorant, you think you're going to die what? Spiritually and mentally and consciously. And that happens too if what? You ain't enlightened. The spirit don't die, but your consciousness, bye-bye. What? It wasn't no good. Throw it out. They don't even say the brain when they do the embalming. They don't keep the brain. Moving on. So that's why it's useless outside the life. They give it. It's unique. It's a unique, marvelous piece of machinery that only works with what? When combined with the heart. Heart, mind, coherence. Another lesson, but that's the name. Again, my old man right there. Keep pointing back by him. He was ignorant of his higher self, but he was happy with his ego self. He got everything he wanted. He did everything. He got everything he wanted. So he didn't have no need for God. He ain't got to call on God. No, he had everything he wanted until what? Death started coming. The hellhounds wanted to pay that debt that he gave up his soul for. The pleasures of the flesh, you selling your soul. If all you want to be is happy and all that, that's selling your soul. Oh, that imaginary devil, he's inside you. He ain't outside you. Just like God. God ain't outside you. He's inside you. Hello? Two things, good and evil, your choice. And when you made the choice to do evil, you just sold your soul. Wow, you got to be responsible for that. And when the hellhounds come calling, that's when fear kicks in for all y'all, what? Believers, not knowers. Knowers, go take death. Man, come on, let's go. I'm ready. Who is it? Death. Okay, hey, y'all, right, things been a pleasure. I got to go. Why? Death is calling. Okay, graciously. Why? I know it's something after that. Hello, do you? Well, nobody ever came up and told you. Okay, well, how about this? People here telling you still ain't hearing nothing, so what's the difference? You can't expect nothing from a dead person anyway. None nuts. Moving on. Believers. Okay, don't care what religion is, okay? None of them. Again, if you believe in, okay, my old man was ignorant to the time to pay the price. We all know death comes to what? All human beings. And to those who ignorant, they will die twice And that's their biggest bugaboo and fear. They don't know how to stop it. I'll teach you how to know thyself. That's how you stop it. Come on, man. That means you're not spiritually enlightened. That means you're ignorant of your spiritual self. Why? You would know that the spirit don't die. Being spiritually enlightened means you're enlightened to your spiritual self. You know thyself again. When you don't know thyself, perfect segue, then you will what? Suffer. Suffer is anguish and thought that you create for yourself. That false evidence appearing real, it beats you down. That all humans what? Suffer. And they all what? Die. What? Due to the ignorance. Okay? And what? Wrong living. You got no kick coming for that. You whatever you got is what you got. Okay, you don't get what you deserve. Death. Righteous people get rewarded for what? Living right. That's the end game that y'all don't, that's the fine print in life that on the good side, y'all don't get. Why? Y'all on the bad side. Bad side got that whole fine print too. But the good side, there's some good print that y'all don't read into what? Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Rewards called blessings. All you ignorant people will die. Wait a minute, no. Not just the ignorant, the physical body is going to die for the enlightened also. But we know that what our mind and our hearts and our spirit will live on together for eternity. That's the difference. So you ignorant people, yeah, you will die. You know why? Why? You don't know thyself. To know thyself meaning the physical body died, not the spirit body, the conscious mind. Okay? That's the different concept. And you believe in whatever you want. I got facts and concepts that prove themselves. I don't do belief in God. That's for what? The ignorant ones who what? Don't know God. And if you had your own experience, it's no longer a belief. You should be knowing. And if you're Christian, Muslim, or Jew, the same holds true. Your experience gets you to God, not your damn religion. Your deeds get you blessed by God, not your damn religion. I've been saying that forever. And if you're true to the religion, that's how you get your blessings. Don't make a difference. I ain't true to none of them. I'm true to myself, and I get mine. What about you? I tell you, I get every day. And that's if what I was doing wasn't getting me blessed. How can I claim to be doing what's right? And if what you're doing ain't getting you blessed, but you claiming is what's right, one of us ain't playing fair. Moving on. And it's self-defeating at Judgment Day when you get caught cheating. Why? Because you ain't going to pay them dues. Why? It's going to cost you your life in addition to 30 grand. Knowing thyself is the key, a.k.a. having mastered what? Self-knowledge. Knowing you and God are one. God, be more careful. My brother said, shut the front door. He kills me with that. I know he used to cuss, but now he done figured out how to cuss in a different way. I love that. But yeah. And when you got truth, you don't need nothing else. All that other stuff. You think I care about what you personally believe about what I say, what I believe, what I'm doing? Don't give a crap. Not one. I tell it to anybody I know personally. Why? You ain't the one blessing me. I ain't trying to impress you. Simple. That's why. I'm just being honest. I'm moving on. Well, man, that's cold. That's the truth. Truth ain't got to be served no other way than what? Straight. I don't put chaser with my truth. Right? I don't cut it like I do my drugs. Moving on. Spiritually enlightened beings, they know God. That's the difference. Spirit is God. To be enlightened to God is what you call knowing thyself. Calm down. For themselves. You need to experience God. I'm trying to get you to do the thing that will have you get your own communication, your own personal relationship with God for yourself. I ain't trying to sell you on God. That ain't my job. My job is to enlighten you to get you to God. But any means possible. And I'm doing my best, doing this every day for you. Let's go. You can cheat, a.k.a. defeat death. Oh, everybody gonna die. Yeah, whoa. I just said, wait a minute. Death is to the physical body. Again, you can cheat and defeat it, reincarnate it by what? Becoming conscious, knowing thyself, and living right and doing right. And that's the reward for doing that. Being what? Immortalized and getting past death. And recycle concept. I just gave that lesson. But you can beat death. How? By knowing thyself before death. If you get conscious before you die, some of us don't. So, you can do it at that point. And a deathbed confession don't get you to heaven. Okay, all that feeling sorry, that's emotional dribble. Your mind playing tricks on you, having you believe in what? If I confess don't mean a damn thing. So go tell it to the preacher in the booth. All that nonsense means nothing. It's Judgment Day. Don't want to hear it. Mouth is closed. We ain't talking. This is speaking for you, and it knows the truth. Let's go. All bodies will expire in time. But your spirit again can't die. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to make that point clear. Why? Spirit is eternal. Spirit is forever. Become conscious who you are. That means you become conscious forever. It ain't that hard to understand, but it's esoteric teaching. I just at the next level. So yeah, some of us it is. All right, my bad. But let's get back. Let me take you home. Again, self-mastery, aka self-knowledge, is what lets you know what you are, what God. Why? When you become enlightened through what? Your experience. Gnosis. You only know from experience. It ain't from me telling you. It ain't from me giving you information. No, it's from you having your own experience. That's how I got mine. All I want to do is to tell somebody how they had their own. Why I chose this? This job was given to me, and I took it like I'm saying, God, you the ultimate, and they don't listen to you. What makes they gonna listen to me? He said, don't worry about that part. You just do what you do. They get to me. Okay, that's my job. And I'm looking at the view. I said, I ain't getting enough people to God. God, don't worry about that. Just keep doing what you do. So I'm here doing my thing for you. Again, I do what I do for you so you can have your own experience. And that's what I'm here to do. That's it. God damn it, ain't no secret. Spirit, again, God, with knowledge, you conscious of it, is God, aka you becoming one with God. That's called God conscious. And it's spelled CONSCIENC. That's proven science. That means you put it to the test. You found that I know if I do right, God will reward me. I don't need nobody to tell me that at this point. No, I'm trying to tell anybody else who will listen. That works. Why? I practice it. Been practicing for a while now. I know that for a fact. So all of the preachers who know from experience about God, I ain't got a problem with them at all. Why? You can listen to them. Why? They know what they're talking about. I can't vouch for all of them. I got one who I know what he's talking about. That's my point. I can only speak from what I know. I got my own. And when you got a good spiritual leader who shows, live, be, and do, you got to feel good about that. Why? He connected to God. That's a God-fearing man. He ain't doing nothing outside what he's supposed to be doing. That's the power, okay? And if you're going to lead, that's the way to do it. All right, let me wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. But this concept, I'm trying to make sure you get it. Knowing you're a spiritual being, having a human experience, makes you a right thinker. Why? I'm trying to get you to have that understanding. And once you get the understanding, you're good to go. You practice what you learn, you implement the things that we tell you, and you'll see for yourself, oh yeah, this is good stuff. Hello, it's the gumbo. It's good, trust me. I'm not a used car salesman or a preacher. When I say trust me, meaning what the advice I'm giving you, it's good. You can trust that. That's what I'm saying, never mind me, okay? It ain't personal. But don't let your human consciousness, aka your ego, fool you into what? Believing what? Just believing in God, not knowing God. Why? Because your ego wants God out. It's God out. So if you are egotistical, you give God some belief, but you ain't all in. Why? You egotistical. That's why. Your ego self is your lower nature. It wants material stuff. Okay, it wants things that ain't of the spiritual self, which the higher self wants, and the lower self don't want that. If it's in control, it's gonna avoid the higher self. Why? It killed the spirit. Remember, the ego killed the spirit. All right, your higher self, and your spirit is what? God. So if the ego will kill God, what do you think he do to you? The side, the hieroglyph for the ego is what? A man with a hatchet to his head. Self-destructive, suicidal. That's the worst sin you commit. What? Suicide. And the ego is suicidal. So everybody who egotistical, y'all committing the hardest sin of all. Okay? If you're ignorant, that means you want everything in this physical world. This is the devil domain. Why you think God kicked him out of heaven? With this nonsense, man, take that stuff somewhere else. in the household. If the rules are set and you can't abide by the rules, you got to go. I don't remember paying bills when I was coming up as a kid. I hear people now, children got to pay rent, they got to kick. My man didn't do that. He's called to be the boss, so to speak. So that was never a problem. So I call the shot. If I'm paying, you can do what the hell I tell you to do. You come in when I tell you, you go out when I tell you. You do what I tell you to do. That's being the boss. Okay, why? I pay the bills right here. I remember paying the bills. I just acquiesced. Yeah, yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Why? I understood what the order of hierarchy, understanding that. All right, discipline with spiritual knowledge. You don't, watch this, and you don't want or need anything. That's being, how you, my man asked the question to the Zen master. He said, Master, how do we stop suffering? He said, stop desiring. The student never got the concept. Well, ain't desiring. I'm not desired, not the desire that it desires to keep working. Why? You ain't got it yet. What he was trying to say, when you are who you are, you don't need nothing. You got everything you need. That's contentment in life, peace and harmony within yourself. I don't need to want for nothing outside myself. That's the difference. And that's when waking up is all about. What? You can stop suffering. Why? I don't suffer from desires of the flesh, desires of material stuff. Oh, I want this. I need that. Oh, I can't get it. I can't afford it. I don't do none of that. It's called detachment. All right, moving on. Another mastery of self that you need to understand. Moving on. And those are people who, I don't really give a good crap about a whole bunch of stuff. I don't got toys. I ain't got trinkets. I got books. My major treasure is my books and my little personal memoir. Other than that, I ain't want for a whole bunch of stuff. Moving on. Don't need it. Why? Ain't gonna do me no good. I know that much, so I don't suffer. Desires are down. Spiritual pleasures are up. When you have spiritual knowledge, it's what? If it is physical, that's mental. If it's physical, it's human. If it's mental and spiritual, that's God. God don't dwell in physicality. Man do. That's the human part of us. But the part that's inside the physical is where God dwells within his creation. You know that. Oh, you got the lesson. That's my point. If you still believe in God, then you just believe you're human. I'm a spiritual being. I'm an enlightened human being with knowledge of self. You can be too. Tuna, I got you. I can help you do just that. That's what I do for you. I got to go. Wow, I know it's going to be that long. Sorry. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I'm living with my right thinkers who know what their spiritual beings having human experience have passed away.